A very good morning, students. The topic of today's module is Impact of Green Revolution. The introduction of new agricultural technology, commonly known as the Green Revolution, in India is a very important aspect. The term Green Revolution was coined by William Gard in 1968. The new cereals were the product of research work and concentrated plant breeding with the objective of creating high yielding varieties of use to the developing countries. New varieties of wheat were first bred in Mexico in the 1950s, and the new varieties of rice like IR8 at the International Rice Research Institute, Philippines in 1960s. The increase in yield from the new seeds has been spectacular. In some cases, the yield of high yielding varieties is more than the double the yield of traditional varieties. The Green Revolution has been used to mean two different things. Some experts of agricultural geography use it for referring to a broad transformation of agricultural sector in the developing countries to reduce food shortages. Others use it when referring to the specific plant improvements, notably the development of high yielding varieties. Whatsoever the meaning of Green Revolution may be taken, the adoption of high yielding varieties of wheat and rice has been considered as a significant achievement, as it offered a great optimism. In fact, these varieties of seeds have revolutionized the agricultural landscapes of the developing countries, and thereby the problems of poverty, hunger and undernourishment have been reduced in certain regions of the developing countries. In India, the hybridization of selected crops, that is maize, bajra and millets, began in 1960. The Mexican dwarf varieties of wheat were tried out on a selected scale in 1963 to 64. Exotic varieties of paddy such as Taichung Native 1 were introduced in India in 1964. The diffusion of high yielding varieties, however, became fully operational in the country in the Kharif season of 1965 to 66, in which about 17,000 hectares of cultivated land was brought under high yielding varieties. The IR5 was developed in 1967 and IR22 in 1969, while the IR24 was released in 1971. Subsequently, a number of new varieties of rice and wheat have been developed by the Indian agricultural scientists and adopted by the farmers of the country.